Welcome back to Notre Dame Day. I'm Joe Theismann. Our next guest is the star of Sorin, A Notre Dame Story, a one-man play about the dawn of the University of Notre Dame as told by the intrepid Holy Cross priest who founded it, Father Edward Sorin. Matt Goodrich, 2009 Notre Dame graduate, star of Father Sorin. Matt, I had a chance to see your one-man show today, and it was absolutely incredible. I want to tell you, I sat there in awe and watched you perform. And one of the things that stood out to me, and I think every Notre Dame student should see it, anybody that loves the University of Notre Dame should go see Sorin, A Notre Dame Story. You did a fabulous job, but what amazed me was how you took it from the young Father Sorin all through the 70 minutes or so to at the end you felt like there was the man who had spent 40 years at the university. I think it's an amazing talent to be able to not just play a character, but take a character through decades. I thought you did a fabulous job.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks a lot.
You enjoy it?
I do. I love it. Every night is different. Every crowd is different. It's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to be playing the part, and it's a joy. It's great.
What happened when they approached you about the role?
Well, Patrick Vassell, who's the director, is a good friend of mine, and we went to undergrad together back in 2007, 2009, and he told me he was working on this play about Father Sorin, and he needed an actor to help him in the developmental phase with a reading of it, so he and the writer could hear it out loud. So I helped him with that, and then he needed an actor to help him do a producer's read for the powers that be on campus here and for the congregation of Holy Cross.
I sense a rhythm coming here a little bit.
And then I did that producer's read, and then after that they said I guess he'd be all right for the real thing. So they went with me.
That's great. What other roles have you had as an actor?
Professionally, after I graduated from Notre Dame, I went to Cal Arts to get my master's in acting, and then I went to New York right after I graduated, and I was in a couple Broadway shows, The Nance and Picnic. I've played title roles in Tom Jones at Florida Studio Theater and White Lightning at Alabama Shakespeare Festival. I've been fortunate enough to go all over the country a little bit.
But you've never done a one-man show?
Never before.
What is the difference in preparing for a one-man show? And this may be a simplistic question, but what's the difference in preparing for a one-man show, say, for some of the other roles that you've had?
Sure. It's difficult because it's very, you're on your own, and there's nobody to work with, really. It was very kind of, you're in solitude for a month or two as you learn the lines and develop the character. And in this play, the conceit is that Father Sorin is talking to God throughout the whole 70 minutes. So I had that layer, you know, I could pray about it and kind of that God is my scene partner in a sense. But it was a challenge.
Would you do another one-man play?
With pleasure.
Really?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it? We were talking earlier when we had a chance to visit. You said it took you about 6 weeks to memorize all that? I
think so, yeah. Concerted page-a-day effort. It's about 50 pages, so yeah, just shy of 2 months.
How difficult is that? I mean, maybe I've been hit a few times too many. I'm not sure, but it seems like it seems like a lot of memorization in that particular vein.
You just got to take it a page at a time. And like Patrick, the director, likes to tell me, I'm better with other people's words. He tells me that anytime I like to contribute an idea. But it's just a gift that I've been given, and I don't know how many other gifts I have in other areas, but this one has served me well.
What was it like being asked to play a Notre Dame Father Sorin, being a Notre Dame graduate, knowing the impact that not only it would have, I think, on Notre Dame students and people who love Notre Dame, but I think everybody in general, anybody that loves a play should go see this. But again, the association with Notre Dame makes it special. But how did it feel?
I still don't think that it's quite hit me yet. I know that I'm making an impact, and I know that the play is important, but I'm just coming to do my job and to tell the story as best as I can. The audience reception has been phenomenal, and for which I'm very grateful. But what everyone takes home is theirs to cherish, and I'm up there to do my part. And I think the other 50% is what the audience takes home, and I hope they all come out to see it.
Well, the impact of the play was, and it was the one we attended earlier today, you actually performed at the Moores Performing Arts Center downtown, and it was the largest crowd that has ever come to see a play there. So, I mean, you know,
Really?
obviously, yes,
Wow.
yeah. See, it's always good to find things like this out after.
Sure, yeah.
Do you ever get nervous?
Sure, I still get butterflies. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. How about you? You get nervous,
All
Joe?
the time. I get nervous before I go on TV. I always got nervous before I played a game. And when I get out and do speeches and get in front of an audience, you do a lot of. I've been doing speaking for like 35 years now, and people would say, "Well, why are you nervous?" And I've sort of concluded this, that I'm not nervous about the work I'm doing. I just want to make sure that I do a good enough job for the people that have come.
Oh, yes.
And so it's out of respect for the audience that I'm a little butterflies. I think you have to be a little scared. I think
Sure.
you have to be a little
You wanna
nervous.
do well.
Keeps you on your edge.
Yeah.
You know, if you went up there and you didn't feel anything, it would certainly resonate. Get a chance to see it.
Right.
So where do you go from here?
I live in Brooklyn, but next weekend we're going to Seattle with the show, and then Dallas, Texas on May 10th, and then back to campus on June 1st at Washington Hall. I think that may or may not be open to the public. And then they want to keep doing it next fall on campus.
They keep asking, you keep doing.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Matt, thanks so much.
My
Appreciate
pleasure,
it so
Joe.
much.